how she would do in this game? Well, kids, you don't have to worry. Your mom's already up to $100,000. How are you feeling right now?
I'm kind of overwhelmed because the funny thing about me is that people who know the way I play trivia and what I know that I know these really obscure, strange, literary, historical things that
like
nobody...
the Shakespeare reference.
Yeah. Somehow these are easier for me, so we'll see what happens.
And how do you want to spend the money?
Well, I've got a car. It's a 92, and it's as old as my daughter. And I live in Florida, where it's very hot, and the paint is peeling, and the radio doesn't work, and the air conditioning just went out before I came up here.
Oh, so you definitely could go for a new car.
I could get a 93.
Yeah, you absolutely could get a 93.
Why not?
I think you could, Lyn. And then some. Lyn, you're 3 away from that $1 million check. You still have Switch the Question and my favorite lifeline, Ask the Audience. And this is an audience absolutely that wants you to make $1 million, Lyn. Nobody would be happier than you. Going for $250,000, Lyn. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's play. For $250,000, whose New York Times obituary mentioned that since 1889, he had been hopelessly insane? Vincent van Gogh, Franz Kafka, Johann Brahms, Friedrich Nietzsche.
This is such a Lyn Payne question. I can't believe that I know this. This is the kind of thing that I read a lot. I read philosophy. So I know this, but let me just, oh my God, let me just think this through, because several of these guys were not in their right mind. Hopelessly insane. Now Van Gogh cut off his ear. Nietzsche, I don't think, cut anything off, or if he did, we don't know about it. 1889. See, that's the thing. I know that Nietzsche was incarcerated in an insane asylum sometime in the 1880s. And somehow in the back of my mind, I remember reading in a biography of him that it was 1889. That number is just going Nietzsche, Nietzsche, Nietzsche. And if I say Nietzsche and I'm wrong, my kids are going to kill me. And then I'm going to be hopelessly insane. D. Friedrich Nietzsche. Final answer.
No, you're not going to go insane. You're very sane and very right. You've got it. Wow. Talk about Lyn Payne questions. It's unbelievable. One after another. Did you set this thing up?
I wish.
Wow. So you really saw that 1889 and it just...
It was in my head. It was in my head. It was calling to me. It was talking to me.
Well, maybe you are a little nuts, but that's not the point. You still got $250,000.
Well, now I can afford the care, yes.
My gosh, Lyn, you're now 2 away from $1 million, and you still have 2 lifelines. This is for $500,000. To the nearest cent, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing spends an average of how much to make each currency note in circulation? 2 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents, 8 cents.
I don't get 2 bits, 4 bits, 8 bits, $1, do I? I don't like this question, Meredith. This is not a Lyn Payne question. This involves, like, numbers.
I'm sorry.
These guys are so smart. I could ask them, but I might need you guys for the $1 million. Now, I'm not taking any chances. I think we shall switch the question and just see what I get.
Yeah, I think the audience is relieved. All right, Lyn, just because you've had so much, I mean, you obviously are smart, but you've also had luck here. What would you have guessed? I'm just curious.
Okay, what would call to me? If I had to guess, I'd say 4 cents.
Okay, let's see what the answer was before we switch out. Good, I'm so glad you switched it. All right, Lynn, we're switching out of this question computer for another one valued at $500,000. For $500,000, the title of the TV series Will and Grace was inspired by what philosopher's famous I and Thou treatise? Michael Foucault, Martin Heidegger, Martin Buber, Ludwig Wittgenstein.
These are philosophers. I like philosophers.
I know you do. And when I started to read that question, once again, you looked like you knew.
I've read this book.
Oh my gosh.
I and Thou, this is something I know, and sometimes it really helps to be a nice Jewish girl from Florida, because I know this nice Jewish philosopher, and I read the book, so I'd be kind of stupid if I didn't answer the question. So I'm going to say C. Martin Buber. Final answer.
Get the confetti ready. We're one question away from